One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Memphis Tigers, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Tigers about to kick it away and get this season started. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Hawkins. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to get the edge on the right. Makes it past the marker. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Bulldogs getting set on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. They're going to ride this running back. Got some room, heading to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
Set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Guys, let's talk about Memphis. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency. This team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Looking for a man. It's Chambers. Throws to the tight end. Got his man all by himself. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Tigers are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Jefferson. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the crow route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot in zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Now from inside the red zone. Touchdown, Memphis! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll send the tight end in motion. Quarterback making checks. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Warren. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Quarterback may change this route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Rush is on him.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick 6 here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick 6 rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Tight end now in motion. Dropping back, it's Chambers. He's got the tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense changing the play. Trying to get the corner. Find some fresh air. Past the first down marker and still running. Turning on the Jets. The 20. Touchdown Bulldogs. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get to the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to pass. It's Chambers. Grab near the marker. It's Jefferson. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. More importantly, we have an early barn burner here. Both teams firing on all cylinders, as our stats will show you. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Let's take a minute here and talk a little Memphis. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like first big time.
Pulls it in on the left. It's a seam wide open. The tag. Touchdown, Memphis. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. All that speculation all week, and now we know.
Oh, the ball's out on the return. Maybe some nerve. That return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Oof, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Snags it over the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Bulldogs headed quickly to the line. They'll try to get the first through the air. Looking to the big tight end. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Fresno State hoping to convert on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. There he goes. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. From the gun, running back on the move. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback keeper. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fresno State.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well tonight, give back that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Going to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Give the offensive line tons of credit on that running play. Just working really well as a unit right now. They're being physical. They're getting a lot of push. And you see guys working up into the 2nd level, getting hats on hats at linebackers and DBs as they try to get involved. This O-line right now really showcasing their physicality.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's McClain. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. To the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Breaks the tackle. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down. Already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
To the air, it's Chambers. Right down the middle. Fires complete on the crosser. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Moving away from pressure. Now looking to throw back to the middle. And he's got it inside the 10. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Looking to throw. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ballgame. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And right down the middle.
Memphis, 31. Fresno State, 28.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Into enemy territory and out of bounds downs at the 48. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Touchdown, Fresno State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into that.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to throw, it's Chambers. Unloads to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together, man. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Chambers. They get to him as he throws. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. To start the second half now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away. Get the ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the second half.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Watkins. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line. And the Bulldogs will hustle to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Looking for a crease. It's Wallace. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Zings it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Fresno State working from the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. A first down run on the doorstep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the back. Back to pass on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Moving out of the pocket. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the offense, man, he couldn't find anybody open. Like, somebody's got to create some separation, or what do? How about I throw a jump ball to one of my big receivers out wide that can go up and dunk on somebody's head and catch the football? Maybe find my big playmakers and try to force them the ball down here in the red zone.
And the try is no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking downfield, it's Chambers. Finds his man, it's Rudolph. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to let it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Pressure coming. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
The kick is on its way. And the coverage team all over it, and the punt is down inside the 40. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll send the back in motion. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He lets it fly. Makes the catch on the right side. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Give to the fullback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Memphis will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. On the option. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
He might want another play. Gets the back moving. Quick pass on the jet motion. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And, David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Now on the move. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Fresno State.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game, and for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on every... breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Finds his tight end. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
From the red zone, looking for a man. On target to the left. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to the toss. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
They'll move the tight end. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll run the toss. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beaten. He's priority number 1. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
Wide receiver going in motion. Creates a little room. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unleashes one deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Picked off! What a play by this defense! Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. Might be changing the route. Try to get it to the edge. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown.
A little bit inside, a little bit outside. Nice job. Hey, keep them guessing, right? You run it up the middle to keep them honest. Now toss it on the perimeter. Make them set the edge on the outside with their defensive ends. They don't do a good job here. Nice positive game. Now let's go get 7.
Sends it back in motion. Slams ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldog.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Takes it the other way. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most